how our days start, usually every morning. This time without rain, which is always nice. So a little walk with Claire. I just put on some falsies and I'm ready to seize the day. Very light on like the face makeup because I don't like to put anything below the eyes when I wear a mask because my mask does not need any help getting worse, so I just like to leave that bare, and then when I'm done running around, put on my either like slip cover or just a little bit of concealer and powder or whatever I'm feeling. So that's what we will do later. I made my to-do list, have it all jotted down in my journal, and I'm hoping to accomplish the majority of it today, if not always tomorrow, because I don't work either, but I would like to get as much done as possible. So yeah, starting with finding a balance in work and pleasure. A lot easier said than done on that one, but I always just like to write that down because that is something that I'm working on every single day. Make time for myself, doing like something that I enjoy, whether that be reading, writing, nothing. Water my plants, that's very important because a lot of them are dying during the winter. They're not doing well. Laundry, grocery shop. I just made a really lengthy list I'll take you through of a bunch of different things, ingredients, meal ideas, etc. for the week. Give Claire a bath. Claire is my dog who is very dirty and who has very long hair. Post on my Skinwitch account, and vacuum up dog hair and dirt that I spill. Have a good feeling about today. We're gonna get shit done. Here's what that grocery list is looking like. I tried to put a good amount of carbs, proteins, veggies, fruits on there, trying to really nourish my body and hopefully gain that weight back that I lost. I really like to water my plants with a spray bottle. It makes it for more like controlled water and way easier when you live in an apartment. During the winter, that is. During the summer, I love to use my watering can. This is the first Monstera that I ever got, and she is thriving despite it being wintertime. When I got her, she didn't even have any split leaves. It now has one. Where is it? Oh, right over here. This is the most mature. It's 2 on one side, 3 on the other. Just overall doing really well. I'm in love with this plant. Honestly, my pride and joy. So when it dies, I die. It's at the wicker plant stand of my dreams. This is also my pride and joy, and another plant that if it dies, I die. My fiddle leaf fig. I love this so much. I got it last February actually, and it's put out so much new growth since then. Fiddle leaf fig is actually really tall. It's up to my waist. I'm 5'1" on a good day. I'm gonna mist this guy and then give him some extra water with a cup. I've been trying to ease back on the watering since it is winter time and they definitely do not need as much. Big Mom is also going to get a cup of water, not just spritz. Ms. Marble Pothos doing really well despite it being the wintertime, like I said. some extra growth, and despite falling off of my deck, if you've been following along with her journey. Rex begonia, you know the deal, been dead basically the entire time I've had him, half dead that is. Give him spritz and then maybe a little extra water as well. I try to let him kind of dry out. I don't know, if you have any Rex begonia tips, please let me know, because he's not thriving to say the least. So fuzzy. This money tree that is not doing well at all. A lot of new growth, but it looks like the old growth is like wilting and dying despite getting watered. Oh, and its first new little pup. If it's shooting out a pup, it must be doing somewhat decently, but yeah, I'm just really confused on this guy. I'm gonna hit him with a little spritz. Also, real quick, another new plant stand that you have not seen yet. This was gifted to me for Christmas. Beautiful, matches my other one, and really it just kind of goes well with my plant setup. Okay, this one is thriving. I don't know how to say the name, but I'll drop it right here. Gonna just hit it with a spritz. His leaves are so pretty. We got my spider plant, most definitely thriving on this guy. Look at how big it is. It has grown so much. I was gifted this last November, I think. Yeah, last November after the Troy Boy concert. And this thing is massive. Going to spritz it, just the easiest, best way to give it controlled water. We got some new growth. We got some succulents down here who will definitely benefit from a good old spritzing. This guy isn't looking its best, but we're gonna hit it with the spritz and hopefully we can turn it around. Snake plant be thriving over here. So many new little pups and babies on this guy. Going to give it a good misting and call it a day. Little fiddle leaf fig baby that I'm hoping to raise to be as happy and healthy as Mr. Big Boy over there. Giving this guy a good misting. It hasn't dropped any leaves yet, which I'm really pleased about. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that my big fiddle has not lost a single leaf since in my care. That must be the best plant mom ever. Succulent Garden is doing wonderfully. So much new growth and propagation success. Another Chinese money tree that is like medium thriving. I'm very confused. So it's got quite a few pups, but all of the big leaves just started falling off, which cannot be good, but still hanging on. Looking good besides all the lost growth. And then I'm just kind of confused because it has a lot of pups and buds, but none of the leaves are getting very large on them, so I don't really know what's up. Cacti is super easy to care for. Just a little misting spritz every once in a while. Both of them are doing really well for the most part. And then crawl back here. Back here we have my little baby Redwood Tree. The package said brown on like the tips of it is totally normal, so maybe it's just hibernating. And then a little further back we have my super big, super mature San Francisco Monstera. That one needs to be misted as well as watered because it's so large. But it's doing really well. It's put out no new growth. But it's not dead, so I will say that's really, really well, in my opinion. And it doesn't look any worse than when I got it, so Also, one thing about those welly pimple patches is they don't stay on for a very long time, and you can like definitely see them, which really bugs me. They're not really that clear or invisible. Just a little side note. As you can see, there are a few little pests flying around. I spray all of my plants with neem oil every Sunday when I water them to prevent that. This is the neem oil that I was talking about. This is a really good natural pesticide. A lot of cannabis farmers actually use this on their buds. But yeah, just spray this all along like the dirt, maybe on the leaves, just anywhere that I feel pests would be, especially on the larger plants like my Monsteras, the fiddles, that little redwood tree, things like that. My first houseplant ever finally grew its first little arm. Look how cute. I think the grow lights had everything to do with this because there was definitely not this much growth on it before grow lights. Can't get over that little arm. It's so cute. Monstera Adansonia, definitely not thriving. Like 2 months ago, it had 6 leaves and it has just been dropping them like crazy. Also, it was putting out a new leaf over here and it somehow got ripped off, which definitely did not impact it for the better. But yeah, I'm just hoping this guy will hang on through the winter time. It came from Amazon and it has had a absolute roller coaster of a growth journey. It has some mold on there right now, some yellow spots. I don't know what's going on, so maybe a repot in its future. Definitely like a little bit of a misting and some neem oil. And the plants have been watered. The best feeling in the world is crossing things off of your to-do list.
You would never know when I was home. So I've just kept having these horror stories in my head about.
One of my favorite things to wear is big t-shirts. Because ever have things you just hate hanging up, like this will be the last thing that I hang up. It falls off hangers every time. So I pretend like it doesn't even exist. What's going on? The laundry room is usually hopping on a Sunday, but I have got the whole place to myself. Really nice that I have a laundry room in my apartment building. I know many in Seattle and other cities that don't, so very thankful. Because you never grocery shop on an empty stomach. Chris Brown.
And one of his homies called Franco. You mean melting? Pull out the opposite way.
Alright, last time I checked the list, it didn't say kneecaps. Dude, what is that? I get home, get all the groceries unloaded, and then realize, oh yeah, I'm the worst pet owner ever. And I didn't get any dog food. So me and Claire going on a little stroll around the block before it gets completely dark and going to get pet food. I'm so thankful I live in a city because everything's within like walking distance. So there's a cool pet store just right around the corner, literally less than 0.25 miles away. So perfect. Getting a bunch of cans of dog food and then walking home with it wasn't the best idea, but we secured the bag. Claire, let's go get a bath, you grubby little bitch. It's gonna smell so nice after this. She hates every second of it. The Claire's gonna be so clean. Her hair's gonna be so shiny.
What's up, YouTube?
Yeah, what's up, YouTube?
What the fuck's up, YouTube?
Claire? She's like, hell no, I'm done with your games.
Alright, hold on.
Dude, bagel bite ASMR. Do you hear what I'm dealing with?
Membership system which you can integrate into your website. They've got fantastic SEO as well as all your e-commerce already built in.
How's the hummus?
Reporting and additional tools that you need for behind the scenes business that easy.
I have not done a squat since
Set up your free trial.
Take it slow, dude.
a long time.
Real slow. On the way down, count to 4. On the way up, count to 4.
And then when you're ready to launch your website, go to the URL I've put on the screen.
Mission to get back!
It's pretty much cooked, which only